Hello there, buddies. My Angry Pagan here. Now, I was just looking at this newest episode of Leading as the Campbell and Rory Stewart, offshoot of the rest of his politics, I think. And they're interviewing Bob Wallace, the former Defence Secretary. This is interesting. There's something here that I really agree with. Like, I really, really agree with this. And I don't know if we're kind of getting lost in this. Like, if this Labour government, I think he might have a point about this Labour government, is my point here. So, I'm going to see if, like, again, this is going to be audio only. Check this out.
Is belligerent, and
Go from there.
To this country yet because the foreign secretary hasn't been, and you go, but he's never going, and it's the foreign office is hierarchical, the treasury is belligerent, and a successful prime minister will master the treasury and has to be a master of the treasury, and I wrote a column in the Telegraph about a year ago or whatever it was, saying that I believe Rachel Reeves will be the Achilles heel of the Labour government because I don't believe she's going to master the treasury. Whereas, and I don't think Keir's the type who's going to sit down and sort of knock heads together and say, "Well, I'm running the treasury, you're not." Whereas, there was always that.
Just on that, why did you say that? What's your thinking?
Because whatever we think of Gordon Brown, when he became the Chancellor at first, it was his treasury,
100%,
and he was running it, right? And you have to be the boss of the Treasury. Otherwise, the Treasury will lose you in process deliberately. They will appeal to your risk aversion of, let's just 1 year Secretary of State, Chancellor. They will divide and rule all the different ministers. I mean, the number of Treasury ministers you and I would meet that had no power at all. I mean, just sort of go around the houses. And you have to be the master of it, right? And Gordon came with power of the lip.
So he's a Tory, okay? I get that. I know he's a Tory, right? But I think on this he might have a point. It is so difficult trying to get capital projects done, big infrastructure projects done, because the Treasury are stingy, scroogey little bastards. And I fear that what Wallace is saying here about Reeves not being able to master the Treasury and just let the Treasury rule her, I think he has a point. I genuinely think he has a really good point, because we're in a situation at the moment, right, where if we don't change something drastically, now I'm not talking about a Brexit style thing, but unless we change course, drastically in some areas, say like housing, or the green transition, or preparing for sea level rise and climate change and the effects of climate change. The worry is that they seem to make these. The Treasury don't like these long-term projects. They hate these long-term projects. But we need them. and it is fear that she's not, you know, she's come in and she's keeping with that orthodoxy of, yeah, no. We've got to be really risky about capital projects. We can't do this, we can't do that. We need it. Like, we need Starmer. What we need is Reeves to grow a pair of fucking, to grow a spine, right? You know, tell him no. These projects are needed. The job is to make sure this works, not for you to fucking work against the government. I see why so much of what we need done isn't being done. Is at least in part because of the fucking Treasury. And that, if Reeves can't, as Wallace put it, master the Treasury, I really am worried. I am. Now, again, I'm gonna, I'm still leaving it another 6 months to a year to see if there are, what else is to come and what effects these things might have before I actually, come up with a proper judgment. But this isn't great, guys. Like, we need proper Keynesianism, and I don't think she's properly doing it. And all these, we need to really start trying to make an effort with the EU just to come out, with individual stuff, on energy, for example. We need to work really hard with the EU on energy. Preparing for the effects of sea level rise and climate change. We need this stuff done now. At least started now. But it's not even being looked at, really. And in the next 10, 15 years, that's going to be looked on as a major mistake. And people like me are going to be going, we fucking told you. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I don't agree with everyone that I watch on YouTube. I'd be stupid. But like, as it is. But like, what I said in this, I think it rings true with all the other stuff I've heard from different people about when they try to get, things through government, especially major infrastructure. It's always the fucking Treasury. And if Reeves can't master the Treasury, as Wallace says here, we're gonna have to push really hard on Starmer to fuck her off. Unfortunately, we need actual Keynesianism, not a little bit of it. At least for now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I was watching it and I'm like, and this clip is I'll put the link to the video in the description. But the timestamp is is about 35 minutes in, around 35 minutes 30 seconds in. And I paused it at exactly 37 minutes in. So yeah, I just. Do you agree? Do you agree that a big problem of why shit hasn't been done, hasn't, it's so hard to get done in this country is because of the Treasury? And what do we think what do you guys think should be done about it? So yeah, my shield at your backs, guys. My sword at your service. Blessed be, and God with it. Bye bye, badgers.